Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I want to just throw a spotlight on a movie which doesn't seem to get too much attention these days, and it's a film from 1962 and it's called Term of Trial, and this one stars Laurence Olivier, Simone Signoret. We have Sarah Miles in her film debut, an actress who went on to be in Blow Up and Ryan's Daughter, and then also in a supporting role Terence Stamp, just coming 1 year after his introductory film role in Billy Budd. The film is directed by Peter Glenville, who was used to working in stage and theatre, and his next film ended up being with Richard Burton and Peter O'Toole, and that was in 1964's Beckett. And the film is adapted from a novel by James Barlow, and he had another novel that was adapted into a film, and that was Victim, also starring Richard Burton. But yeah, Term of Trial, really quite a fascinating one. In this, Laurence Olivier's character, Graham Weir, is a school teacher who was a conscientious objector. He didn't go to war, and he's quite a genteel kind of teacher and lacks the ability to give discipline to his unruly school children. Terence Stamp in particular plays havoc with him. But yes, he has this pupil played by Sarah Miles, a 15-year-old, who takes a shining to him and asks him for extracurricular lessons. And he does encourage her somewhat and admits that she's a beautiful girl, and he agrees to give her some lessons and schooling and spends time with her, but he tries to take care not to let it go too far, and ultimately he does reject her advances. However, she does not take kindly to this and ends up accusing him of indecent assault, and then he must go to trial. Simone Signoret plays his wife in this, and it's quite a complicated relationship. She has some disdain for him for being kind of cowardly, if you like, but she has her own internal struggles as well. She was a woman who couldn't give birth to children, and so their relationship is really quite fractious and delicate. And so when she finds out that he has had these possible relations with this young girl, she just feels more disdain for him because she doesn't believe that he would man up enough to actually go ahead with it. So it is a film that tackles a few delicate matters, what it is to be a man, for example, as well as the inappropriateness of a relation between an elderly man and a young pupil. It's a very dramatic film and all of the performances are excellent in it. Reportedly, Laurence Olivier only really did this one for the money. He had made The Entertainer in 1960, and this film followed his previous performance in Stanley Kubrick's Spartacus. At the time, he had recently married Joan Plowright, and they were looking to have a child together. As an aside, Sarah Miles, who was playing a 15-year-old but who was actually about 20 at the time, has suggested in recent years, and certainly long well after Laurence Olivier's passing, that she had something of an affair with him during this time. So if that really was the case, then that certainly would have been a difficult period considering where Laurence Olivier was in his personal life at that time. But certainly whatever may have been going on off-screen, on-screen, this film is absolutely excellent. The performances are really good, and even if Laurence Olivier was doing this film just for the money, there's certainly no indication of that in his performance, and he gives a really fantastic speech towards the end when he's at trial. But yeah, the great Simone Signoret in this as well. She had been in Room at the Top just a few years earlier, just a wonderful actress. And then, like I say, Terence Stamp in a supporting role, being quite unruly as one of the school children. But yeah, fantastic film. Definitely is one that is worth seeing if you get the opportunity to. But yeah, just thought I'd talk about this because there don't seem to be too many reviews of it on Letterboxd or IMDb. But here we go. From 1962, this is Term of Trial.